Now we are going to talk about visible light and volumetric lights. Okay, so first of all, to talk about this, we have to create one object over here. Let's say I'm going to create one sphere over here like this, and I'm going to create this spotlight over here. And then I'll move this light from here, and I'll increase the size of this light, and I'll also increase the length of the projection like this. Now over here, after the shadow, you will get this option known as visible light over here. Right now it's none. That's why if you press Ctrl R, you will get this kind of results. Let's do one thing, go to the shadow and enable this area shadow also like this. Now if I select this light and if I hit Ctrl R, as you guys can see, I can only see the object and light on it. I cannot see the source of this light on, or the light is in our air. So what we are going to do, we will go to the visible light, and instead of none, I'm going to enable my visibility. Then as you guys can see, we will get this extra coordinate over here. This is the limit of that visibility of light. Now if I hit Ctrl R, as you guys can see, I can see from where the light start and from where the light ends, also the light which is projecting on my object. Now if I select this object and if I increase this stuff from here to here, let's do one thing, we will increase this distance also and this distance also. And if I hit Ctrl R, as you guys can see, I can manage the distance of the projection of light in my air with the help of this extra coordinates which we got with, because we have enabled the visibility of this light. Now if I hit Ctrl R, I'll get something like this. Now you can do this procedure with any light. For example, if I bring my this light over here, omni light, and if I bring this at the top, if I hit Ctrl R, obviously my light is invisible, but I can still see the projection of this light on my object. Then if I go to the visibility and if I enable my visibility, as you guys can see, we will get this light over here, and because we have enabled the visibility, we will get the portion of which, with the help of that, you can adjust the visibility of that light like this. Okay, so this kind of thing is very useful whenever you are creating to want to create like fireflies thing, or any spotlight thing, etc, etc. Okay, so this is about the settings of visibility of light. Now we are going to talk about volumetric lights. So let's select this and let's go to over here and let's enable volumetric lights. And now if I hit Ctrl R, as you guys can see, now this light is interacting with object also. Like let's do one thing, let's select this light. By holding Ctrl, I'll create a duplicate of this light over here like this. I'll select this pair, and by holding Ctrl, I'll create duplicate, so this one is gonna be gonna act with this one. Now I'll select this light and I'll choose visible only, and this light is volumetric light. And now if I hit Ctrl R, you can see the difference between those two. This is actually projecting the light on my object over here, but it's not gonna interact with that object. But over here it's projecting light and it's going to interact with that object also. Light, as you guys can see, light cannot pass through the medium when one object comes in front of it. So that's the difference between these two lights. And then there is extra stuff. Let's select this light and by holding Ctrl, again I'll create one duplicate. I'll select this object and again by holding Ctrl, I'll create duplicate, so we can see those lights. And now I'll select this third light and I'm going to enable my inverse volumetric. And now if I hit Ctrl R, as you guys can see, we will get this much portion only. So basically this in this thing, basically what happening over here, light is actually interacting with our object, and it looks like this the light is coming from this object. So that's the difference between visible light, volumetric light, and inverse volumetric light.